Got a little shot in here, guys. Little vertical shot looking at this house. Got some fall foliage in there. Super overcast day today. All right, what's up, guys? We are back for another fall 2025 photo shoot episode, and today is Saturday, November 8th. So into November here, and I'm actually out with Jacob right now. We were just scoping out this spot for his photos tomorrow. He's got a little photo shoot set up, so at this little bridge, you guys just saw just one of the shots I was taking. So, but yeah, sunset today is around 5. I'm gonna try and get out for some blue hour photos, and we might look around after this. So, but it's very cloudy today, very overcast. Nice shot right here, guys. Got some good fall foliage popping out through these trees right here. But I just went vertical, trying to capture everything on those trees. Pretty nice. We're out in Bryce Prairie right now. Crazy looking Dodge van right here. Jacob's picking some shots of that. And I'll show you guys another shot that I got quick. Another vertical. Actually, this one wasn't too bad. So yeah, right here, that house peeking out right there. There's some actually nice fall colors kind of popping out through these scenes here, so. Last little bits of fall color. Trying to capture the last little bits of it. Starting to rain a little bit right now, guys, but me and Jacob just hiked up this little trail and just picked off this shot here. This A-frame house. Vertical shot right in here. Got some kind of oak trees, them burnt orange coloring. A pretty cool shot right there. This was the spot we were at in early October. Now all those leaves are gone, but just wanted to come back and look at this. Yeah, super overcast, starting to drizzle a little. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. So, gonna try and maybe get some blue hour shots today. But we'll see. It's definitely a nice rainy fall day, so. But yeah, guys, it's Saturday, November 8th right now. Definitely the pretty much the last week of like fall colors that we're gonna see. Everything right now is pretty much past peak, so just a lot of burnt coloring and stuff. So we're pretty much just looking around in town and wherever there might be any fall color left. So it's kind of the plan for today and this weekend. What is up, friends? Welcome back to another fall 2025 photo shoot episode. Today is Sunday, November 9th, and it is a chilly one today. It is 28 degrees right now. It's what my truck is saying, and it's a little bit windy out today. The leaves are whipping off. I'm kind of in town near this little park here. You can see the leaves kind of blowing on that fence, into that fence there. But yeah, Sunday, November 9th, so rolling into the first week of November. It's pretty chilly today, and yeah, this is like pretty much the last weekend of fall color. Yeah, there's not going to be much color left after this weekend. So wanted to get out today early in the morning. It's about 8:30 in the morning right now, and just wanted to get out and make use of pretty much all of today. So I'm going to mosey around this little park here in town, see if I can see any shots, and then probably just drive somewhere else in town, maybe on the north side of La Crosse. And yeah, just look for some shots. It's supposed to be sunny this morning, and then we got clouds rolling in later this afternoon. So yeah, just kind of gonna get after it today, and yeah, capture as much fall color as we can, because this is pretty much gonna be it. So yeah, let's get after it. Pretty cool shot here. Got a vertical shot right about here. Getting the leaves blowing off kind of in the shot as well. They're kind of blowing right towards me, as you guys can see. So yeah, that's a pretty good one. Look around these trees quick. I drive by this park all the time, so just want to see what these look like down here. Good light this morning. Quick trip over there. Nice landscape scene here. Really nice light. Kind of just looking at a different angle from the scene we were just looking at. A little basketball court here. All the leaves hitting that fence again. Looks really cool. I zoomed in quite a bit on my lens, kind of just like this. And then yeah, I'm just under this tree right here. So just made a little frame with these branches and stuff. Looks pretty awesome. Beautiful morning. Chilly. All right, guys, I just walked around the block quick. Didn't really see much else, but I think I'm gonna take some camcorder video of this shot here that we were looking at a second ago. think I might just bust out the camcorder for a bit, take some video of that. Will look pretty cool. Okay, man, it is chilly out there. My hands they were frozen after a little bit. I have not felt frozen hands since literally last winter. And yeah, that was the first time since then that my hands froze up. So, but that was a pretty dope little spot here. Just next to that park. That fence looked actually really cool with all the yellow leaves kind of blown against it. I did not expect that to be that good looking, but those turned out pretty good, I think. And yeah, just took some camcorder video as well with the VX2000, so I might cut that in here with the field footage too. Yeah, that footage I thought that turned out pretty good as well. Just really good light. All those leaves are super yellow, so looks pretty awesome. But it's 9:30 right now, so that took us about an hour. I'm gonna head down into La Crosse. This park is pretty close to me out here, so yeah, just gonna probably go to the north side of town down there and just start poking around. Yeah, they're saying it's gonna get kind of cloudy around 11ish, so and I can kind of start to see the clouds rolling in, so I want to make the most of this morning while we got the light. And yeah, so gonna roll to just a different spot and keep on going. Back out here on the north side of town here, guys. About 9:30. So just gonna walk around and look for the fall colors. Last little bits, fall colors. Lots of leaves are falling here. Nice vertical here right away. I like all these leaves kind of on the sidewalk here. Pretty nice. Beautiful scene right here. Got a super yellow maple. The sun is hitting this perfectly right now. Yeah, this is like perfect lighting. So I was getting landscapes right in here like this. Then I also got some verticals. Kind of looking at the flag right there. Yeah, really cool scene here. Yeah, this is like perfect lighting right now. A little bit of clouds in there. Looks really good. couple landscapes here. Just picking up on this Mustang. Just all the leaves on it look kind of cool. So yeah, I just grabbed a couple landscapes there. Lots of leaves. Let's actually go up here. Yeah, this is literally perfect conditions right now for fall shots. A little bit of clouds in the sky, sun poking through. Just creates a lot of cool shadows and stuff like that. So it's just like perfect time for photos. Beautiful trees right here, guys. Just getting some shots. Kind of looking at this house too. That's really cool looking. Sun is coming in perfect, perfectly. I was just getting some landscapes right in here too. Yeah, these trees are awesome looking. And then, yeah, I just took some verticals. Looking at this brick house here. Kind of right in here. Cut off by the tree. And then, yeah, those landscapes right here. Yeah, it's crazy though. This whole entire sidewalk is just buried in leaves. I'll show you guys our angle. Yeah, it's just totally buried. These street scenes look pretty cool too here. Just beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. I think I'm gonna take some vertical video, just like walking down this sidewalk. I think that would look pretty cool. All right, friends, quick little update here. Heading back to the truck. I spent a ton of time at that last scene you guys just saw, taking a bunch of video, bunch of different shots, but yeah, it's almost 11 right now. Clouds are getting heavier, so you guys can kind of see clouds are rolling in a little bit more here. But I'm almost back to the truck here, and yeah, almost 11. So I think what I'm gonna do, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I think I'm gonna go back to the crib right now, get something to eat, get lunch, and then just head back out after that. But this first morning shoot here has been spectacular. The leaves are just, some of these final colors on the leaves are just super vibrant, as you guys are seeing, just totally yellow. Not seeing a whole lot of reds around here, but tons of just yellows and oranges. So it's been awesome seeing these last little bits of super good color on the leaves. So, but that's kind of the plan. I still want to come back out. I want to hit blue hour today as well. Sunset is around 4:45. So it's gonna be a full day. Yeah, just gonna go get lunch and then come back out. Probably just hammer it for the rest of the day once we get back out here. So that's kind of my plan. We're back at the truck here, so I will see you guys when we get back out here next. All right, what's up guys? We are back out here in town. It's about 2:30 right now, and it was actually snowing a little bit just earlier, which is crazy. It's a little bit of sleet snow, but that time of the year, I guess, but I haven't seen that in a while. So yeah, it's a little bit more cloudy now, but we still have some good light coming through. It's just a classic fall November day right now, so we should still have good enough light for these last couple hours of the day. But 2:30 right now, just gonna walk around these little suburbs, neighborhoods here. All these houses in this area pretty tight together, so should be some good shots. And then I'm gonna keep going, try and get some blue hour or around sunset into blue hour today as well, around 4:45ish. So that'll be in a couple hours, but it's kind of the plan. So let's get after it. I'm gonna go look at this tree right away, actually. I have not seen a whole lot of red, so let's just go look at this. Check this out. Snowing a little bit. Sun kind of went away. Work around this right now. Okay, I just moved locations real quick, guys. Not too far. I just drove a couple blocks down. Yeah, it just got really cloudy again, but it doesn't really matter too much. So I'll go look at this tree right here. Let's see what's over here. There's kind of houses just all over the place down here. So yeah, let's keep on going. Nice little scene here, guys. Really cool looking house. Took a vertical shot, kind of right here, right about there. Clouds look pretty crazy. Yep, pretty dope. It's a nice landscape street scene right here, guys. I got a van kind of driving through this scene. Pretty little cool landscape here. Kind of focusing on this truck. Lots of leaves down. Been messing around this location for some time here, but got some landscapes. This street scene. This house is kind of the center. Yeah, these trees are really nice in here. And I was trying to get something like in here a little bit, like working with this fence, but I just could not find an angle. Could not find an angle that worked. It looks cool, but yeah, I just couldn't find one. Could not find the angle. But yeah, just got this landscape here. Alrighty, it's about 3:40 right now, guys. I've actually walked quite a ways here. Yeah, I've covered a lot of blocks, a lot of city blocks. There's a kitty in that window. But I'm gonna start heading back to the truck and just, yeah, take pictures along the way. 3:40, like an hour till sunset. I think there should be a good blue hour today, but yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. So, but we can get a lot of good ones today. Lots of ones with the leaves on the ground, so it's been good. Got a vertical shot here, guys. Right here. Right there. Focusing on the bike there. Pretty cool. And we're back to kind of where we started here. This looks kind of cool too. Alrighty, back in the truck here, guys. It's chilly out there. That wind is nipping. It's like 30 degrees right now. A little bit of flurries all day today. It actually looks, the little bit of flurries we do have, it looks really cool with all the fall leaves and fall colors and stuff. It doesn't really show up on the pictures or anything because it's very light flurries, but still looks cool getting out here. But 4 o'clock now, back in the truck. There is very, very little light left. I don't know if you guys kind of see, but it's getting dark. So yeah, I do have one spot in mind that I want to hit up on the way back. It's kind of near, or it's like on a bridge actually. So we're going to go look at that right now. And then I'm going to go back up to Onalaska and just scope around and walk around there for blue hour, right around sunset and a little bit after. So those or this time of the day when it's like really overcast, there's really very little light. It's kind of a hit or miss. If it really depends on the scene, but we'll go take a look and yeah, hopefully we can come away with some good ones. But so far today, it's just been a banger of a day overall. We've gotten tons of really good shots of as you guys have seen. So videos, the leaves are like piling up on the ground, which is making for some really cool photos. All the leaves just scattered all over the ground, but everything's coming down. Everything's falling off right now. So today is pretty much it. So, and it's Sunday, so I got to work next week. So today's pretty much it. So let's make use of this last hour that we got. Getting dark. All right, so here's the plan. I'm gonna get up on this little bridge right here and try and shoot this tree with that house right there. So I'm gonna try and get up there, see how that looks. I just saw that kind of driving around. But Man, it got dark. Got pretty dark. There's a tree down there. I don't know how this is gonna look, but we're gonna see. A little noisy right now. I got a busy road right behind me, but pretty cool shot right here, to be honest. It looks cool because this whole foreground is like pretty dark. I mean, this whole scene is pretty dark, but yeah, the whole foreground is kind of darkened, and then the leaves and stuff look really bright, so that's pretty cool. So that was the only one I was kind of looking at. I'm just gonna head down here. There. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. All right, one and done right there. That was a pretty cool scene. I think that turned out pretty good for what it was. Just, I think it was cool that I was on kind of an elevated point of view for that one, which was dope. But it's like 4:30. Man, it's dark. It gets dark quick nowadays. I'm gonna go look at this tree down here. One tree, and then yeah, we'll hop in the truck. Flip the light on there. It's getting dark. Yeah, sun is setting right about now, guys. It's like 4:40. Yeah, one and done on that shot. I think that turned out pretty good for what it was. Just hopped up on that bridge quick, took that landscape of that street view. So right now, sun is setting in like 5 minutes. I do not know how much of a blue hour we're gonna get, so I might be just wrapping it here. I'm just gonna go drive around to the spot I had in mind for blue hour, go see what it looks like. There's some nice street lights up there, some nice like amber street lights, so possibly they might still look good, but we might just not really get a blue hour at all because it's so overcast right now. But I'm gonna go take a look nonetheless. If it doesn't look good though, we'll just wrap it up, call it a day. But yeah, I'm just gonna drive out there right now, go take a look, see what it looks like, and yeah, if anything, it'll just be like one little spot, and we can just hop out the truck quick, go take some photos, and then we'll be done with it. But yeah, that's kind of the plan right now. So I'm gonna get moving. All right, guys, 5 o'clock now. I just drove around a bit. As you guys can see, it is it's pretty much dark right now. So yeah, there really was not much of a blue hour. It's like 5. I mean, I could walk around and try and get shots, but like with blue hours, it's better if it's not an overcast day. If you have like clear skies, then you have like more light after sunset. But pretty much right now, it's getting too dark. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. Overall, I mean, full day of photos. Started out today right in the morning, bright and early, like 9 o'clock, and we're ending right now at 5. So full Sunday of photos this November 9th. I'm pretty sure it's the 9th. I always forget the day exactly, but Sunday, November 9th, we'll just call it that. Yeah, really good day of photos. I mean, it was perfect conditions today, especially for the morning, nice and partly cloudy. You know, it was really just a classic fall day. Could not ask for better conditions overall. So but yeah, super stoked with how this one went. And this is definitely like the last kind of video field footage photo shoot with kind of some vibrant fall colors, because yeah, after this weekend, everything's just gonna get blown off and there's not gonna be anything left. So this is a nice little finale, I guess, to the fall season. I'll still have some more. I'll probably still go on, you know, at least 1 or 2 other shoots into December and stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be pretty much the end, or pretty much the closing episode for all the really good fall color. But yeah, it was awesome today. I had a lot of fun out there, a lot of good photos overall, and yeah, I hope you guys have been having a good end of fall and the beginning of kind of the holiday season and everything. Yeah, hopefully you guys got out there and enjoyed some of that fall foliage while it lasted. And yeah, it's been a great season, man. Great season worth of photos, and definitely happy I got the new camera for this year. It's been really good to work with that wide angle. That's been absolutely stellar for the street photography this year. So yeah, that'll do it for this one, guys. Don't have much else to say. We'll end it here. It's been this has probably been a long field footage so far. So thanks for sticking with me, guys. I do appreciate it. And I'll see you guys back at the crib for the photo review. What's going on, everybody? We are back in the crib here for the final photo review for fall 2025, episode 11. And yeah, this was definitely a banger. Probably saw the most fall color in this episode, I think, throughout like the entire season. Just a lot of those leaves dropping on the ground there. Yeah, this was kind of a 2-dayer. Couple days. Started out in the beginning out there with Jacob, finish it on November 8th. This was November 8th and 9th. So got out there on kind of a cloudy, crappy day. Just walked around with Jacob a little bit, checked out just some spots down kind of near this bridge, and then actually went up in the bluffs just to take a look at the leaves out there. But the next day, on the 9th, kind of the final photo shoot day for the season, definitely got out around throughout a lot of lots of different kind of parts of the city there. Started out really early in the morning. It was actually very cold. That was kind of one of the first really cold mornings that we had. So started out real early, got out just in town here in Onalaska, and then later on in the day, that's when we really started to see a lot of cool kind of street scenes throughout the north side of La Crosse there, which was I knew that's like one of my favorite areas to do photo shoots. Oh, there's my cat. But hang on one second. All right, sorry about that. Yeah, my cat was barging in. But yeah, overall, really, really good kind of way to end out or close out the season. Seeing just a ton of those falling leaves, and yeah, pretty much after that weekend, it was pretty much a wrap. Yeah, all the leaves were pretty much down, and it was also kind of nice that we got out with some sun. So it was actually kind of like a partly cloudy day on that November 9th. So that was pretty nice, and that lit up a lot of the street scenes, which was really cool. So, but we got a lot of photos to review here, guys. So we'll just hop onto the screen and close out the season with lots of really cool photos here. I'm gonna put on my little mittens. It is a little chilly in here. But yeah, lots of really nice photos throughout this whole shoot here. And then yeah, even at the end, with these scenes when it got like really cloudy, even these shots turned out to be pretty cool up there. But that was right at the end. So we'll start out at the beginning. And yeah, these are just edit selects. I've only edited up this shot here from the morning on the 9th, kind of just a park scene, and then I edited up this shot as well, so I'll show you guys those finals at the end there. But starting out, this was kind of a nice just vertical shot with a bunch of these oak trees in here, and we were just getting some cool, even though it was like cloudy, you guys can kind of see like there was a little bit of light kind of hitting those orange leaves back there a little bit. So I was trying to pick up on that. And then these trees just created a nice frame. It's kind of got some spooky vibes, but just thought that was kind of a nice vertical shot there, just looking through the woods. We were like right next to a road, pretty busy road, but kind of just makes this house look like it's out in the middle of nowhere. This was up in the bluff. There's kind of this like A-frame house up here. It's really like alpine looking. But yeah, we just went up to the bluffy area on the 8th here, and it was just kind of a crappy day, but I thought this shot was actually kind of decent with some editing work. I can bring up the shadows a bit, but really like rusted out autumn or like rustic red tones here on these trees. And this was at that same Maple Grove spot from, I think it was episode 8. So it was that same kind of area up here in the bluffs. And just the change within pretty much like a week and a half, all these leaves got like rusty red. They're about ready to drop, but you guys can kind of see there's some rain and kind of mist going on there in the background. It's kind of a rainy day. But yeah, just thought this house poking out in the woods here looked kind of decent. So with some editing work, that could turn out to be a pretty decent shot there. And then yeah, these shots that I mentioned, I did edit up these. So this was kind of a nice shot here. Looking at it's not coming into focus, but really very vibrant, extremely vibrant. And this wind was like, we were getting kind of these gusts of wind. So you guys can see here, like these leaves. Hopefully this pops there. It's kind of getting into focus there. But yeah, these leaves were just blowing all over the place off of this tree. And so I was standing right here for this shot. So same location there. But really love these two shots. Turned out super nice. Yeah, those leaves were just kind of blowing everywhere in the wind, and they were sticking. I was really picking up on like the fence here, that fence line. That was pretty cool. They were like sticking against the fence, so that was pretty cool to see. And then yeah, just that park scene. And those were the only like 2 select shots I got from that morning shoot. And then we roll into kind of I think it was like late afternoon, into the Northside. And we'll start rolling through these kind of final shots here with, just leaves kind of scattered everywhere on the ground throughout a lot of these shots. Just a vertical here looking up at this house. And throughout a lot of these shots as well, you guys will see me like, I'm trying to pick up on the highlights and the shadows, like hitting against the houses and stuff like that. This was a really cool scene here. Really cool landscape of this maple. I think a lot of these are maples. Good focus, good clarity. You can kind of see the moon there up in the sky. American flag right there. But really cool scene. And you guys can, as I flip through these, you can kind of see like how there was a little bit of a breeze, but yeah, just leaves piled up everywhere. I like how, there's kind of just these like pockets of light. There's like little tints of sunlight kind of hitting stuff in the foreground as well in here. So that's kind of cool. I edited up this shot, I think. Yeah, I got to show this one as well at the end. This shot right here, I did an edit with. Moving through shots of this like old Mustang. Bunch of more leaves just everywhere, falling everywhere. Yeah, it's kind of just all over the place on this Mustang here. That's pretty cool. Good light. The light was kind of coming in and out. As you can see, it's partly cloudy out there. So it was really just like perfect conditions throughout the entire day for photos. Just a perfect like crisp fall day. And yeah, this is like peak color. This is pretty much as good as it gets. Golden leaves scattered everywhere throughout these shots. All on the ground, everywhere. This was kind of a cool scene looking at this brick house here with these reds on the vines and stuff. So that was kind of a nice frame there, framing it up with the tree, getting that tree, a little spacing in the center, sunlight hitting it. That was pretty cool. And then coming up here, this is probably, honestly, one of my favorite shots from out throughout like the entire season coming up at this location. And it was actually looking in this angle, but this was a shot. I took this shot at this same angle. I'll show you guys quick, but I caught these two kids. I think they were kids. No, I don't know. I think they're in like high school or something. But yeah, they were just walking along. Dude's got his hood up. He's actually kind of cool. He's wearing like a white hoodie, so he like popped out a little bit more against like that house. But I just thought that was dope. Got him framed up there. Just leaves everywhere. I mean, and the sun was coming in perfectly. This is in focus. It's just looks a little bit blurry in Lightroom. That one's pretty nice in focus, nice and sharp, crisp. Yeah, this is just a really cool scene, when you can capture some subjects, some people walking through a scene. It's always really cool. So that was probably honestly this is honestly probably one of my favorite shots throughout the entire season. Just kind of happenstance. Just kind of happens like that. I wish I'm kind of waiting for this to pull into focus, hopefully. But you guys, I think you guys get the idea. It is in focus. Just looks a little bit blurry when I'm zoomed out like that. I can let's see here. But yeah. And then just some other shots here. This was all kind of in the same general area, all these shots throughout. And yeah, like I was saying, this is that same kind of angle as this. So that kind of prepared me a bit more for this shot. Yeah, I just love that scene. Looks really, really good. Nice clarity throughout all that, so that's pretty dope. And then, yeah, changed locations quick. And then this was right going into the evening hours, so the clouds were kind of rolling in here more. But this was I really like this angle here of like this spire on this house. Kind of looks like a castle. But a little bit of sunlight hitting that too, and lighting up like these leaves in the foreground a bit. So with a little bit of cropping, crop that in a little bit more. Yeah, I just like how that sunlight is just coming in a little bit on that. It was very cloudy, getting really cloudy at this point in the day, but you can see the crisp focus of that Lumix. Nice and clear. And I've really gotten used to kind of the new camera and all the settings a lot throughout this whole season. I'm really a lot more comfortable with like the pinpointing the autofocus and all the autofocus settings and whatnot, so that's been good to work with. Another kind of subject here. This I think this guy was running a little bit, but kind of caught him on this street scene. Again, just leaves everywhere. Really cool. But yeah, you guys can see it got a lot more cloudy as the afternoon progressed. These clouds just really rolled in here. Still some green. You guys can kind of see there's still a little bit of green on those leaves. But for the most part, yeah, you guys can kind of see these other trees, just a lot of those leaves got wicked off. But that was, yeah, it was actually kind of dope. I was capturing, there were a decent amount of people kind of just on the sidewalks getting out today on this day, walking around. So that was kind of cool. I was capturing some people out there too. That's always fun. What's up, Luna? Say what's up to the people. All right, I should probably put you down. There's the kitty. All right, getting close to the end, guys. I know this is we got a lot of good photos throughout this day. But another street scene, kind of focusing on this old Chevy right there. All the leaves scattered everywhere. Kind of similar shots, just a lot of street scenes. This is kind of a cool shot. I should have spent more time at it, but looking down this sidewalk here. Big old apartment building in the background, but nice reds here. Good red hues. And last few shots here, guys. Change the locations again. I was kind of jumping around all over the place. This was an interesting angle. I was struggling a little bit trying to find the right angles in this spot. There was just kind of a lot going on. But again, kind of got a nice subject. This guy walking down the sidewalk. A little bit blurry there. That one's good. But cool scene. Again, pretty dope. Got another kind of person walking through the scene there. That was kind of a nice shot. Looks really gloomy at this point in the day. Pretty gloomy, but that did not stop me. I was still pushing to get out. And then last couple here. This was actually a pretty dope one. I was just focusing on this bike right here against, kind of up against this building. Lined it up under this tree. Most of these trees were maples. And then, just scattered all over the ground, nice and yellow. Again, these are all the raw shots, so with some editing work, bump up the saturations and the vibrancy on a lot of these shots. And they could pop even more, I hear the snowplow going by. It is definitely winter. We are getting into that. And then the last shots here, guys, posted up on this little bridge. There's this hill that's going up to this bridge. And I actually saw this while I was driving over the bridge in my truck. I saw this angle, and I was like, well, may as well stop while I got some light. Left. And it's always cool to look at kind of street scenes at like a elevated angle, or like get up on some sort of hill for a different perspective. So definitely a cool shot here during this is like blue hour. So right at sunset, just a little bit of light left. But what I like about this shot is just those leaves just popping, with some editing work, can make those shadows, bring those shadows up a little bit, and those leaves on the ground there and on the trees will definitely pop a bit more. They'll stand out a lot. So, but yeah, it's just I just noticed this shot literally while I was driving along in my truck, and turned out to be the last shot of the fall season right there. So those are all of the photos, guys. I know it was a lot. Let me just show you guys quickly here, real quick. Some of the other ones that did not make the cut, so these are just other throwaways. This was up on the bridge on the 8th, on that little walk with Jacob. You guys saw those. This was actually kind of crazy, this shot, same shot, but we got a little bit of blur here, unintentional. I actually kind of like it. So, I don't know. It was kind of cool to me. It caught a little bit of focus on the house too, which yeah, it just looks it's just different. Well, I was just kind of messing with the camera there. Other shots just rolling through here from that day. This was up in the bluffs. These shots were actually kind of cool, but didn't really like the angle. You guys saw those. These were all of those shots at the park. You guys can see in a little bit better focus here probably on these guys. But you guys look at all those leaves. As I scroll through here, you guys can really get that effect of like all of the blowing leaves that were kind of coming off the tree. So that's really what I was seeing during those shots. Same thing here. Got the quick chirp in the background in that shot. Yeah, all the leaves just blowing off. Look at that. So that's pretty cool to see that. It's always fun to see leaves just getting blown off their peak color. You guys saw all of those. These were some others. Just other sidewalk scenes here. You guys saw all of those. That Mustang. Lots of really good photos throughout this entire day here. I'm going to go to what my favorites again. This little couple here walking through. Yeah, that was just really dope. Really dope. Yeah. Absolutely peak color on like all this stuff. Peak color before everything just falls off. And yeah, you guys can see the change in the lighting here in this scene. So boom, right there. Just got a little peak of sun right there in those shots. So it was really cloudy, kind of dark, shadowy, and then that sun just popped a little bit right there. So that's what we were looking for. Always looking for those little peaks of light. Can just make a scene look totally different. Then rolling through all these ones. This was kind of cool. Look, old gate there, bus going through. You guys saw all of those. And yeah, those are all of those photos, guys. I'll show you real quick. Here's that edit of the basketball hoop. And the quick trip there in the background. Good focus on the basketball hoop. Cool scene there. And then a little bit of a crop on that. I believe hang on one sec. Okay, here we go. So here's the full image edited on that one. So just a crazy color in this photo here, and all the leaves sticking to the fence was really cool. So a huge day, full day, capturing all these. Yeah, basically from the morning right up until the sunset. So, but those are all the photos, guys. This has been a long enough review. We can hop off the screen and wrap up fall 2025. But yeah, this was definitely I think a good way to close it with just really honestly, like probably the best photo shoot day from fall, right, throughout the entire season, right there at the end. So yeah, it's which honestly is kind of expected. Like when it gets to the end and all those leaves just hit the ground, it just turns these scenes into something else, you know. Because yeah, when you don't have all the like fallen leaves on the ground and everything, you're kind of just like you're looking up at the trees and not really paying attention to like the foreground, or I guess you're paying attention, but not really taking into account much of like the foreground and everything. But when all the leaves drop and everything like that, yeah, it just changes the scenes entirely, and it kind of changes how the sunlight affects the photos too. But tons of awesome photos throughout this entire episode, and honestly throughout the whole season. It's been a really probably the best one yet throughout my photo journey here. And yeah, honestly, it's probably in part for due to the new camera, the Lumix S5 2X. I've just been really loving that thing with the 16 to 35 wide angle. It's been perfect for me in terms of the landscapes and the street photography. It's been a lot of fun using that thing out there, and it's changed the game, honestly, for me in terms of just the quality of the photos overall, and just the flexibility I kind of have with the autofocus stuff and just what I want to do. It's a really good hybrid camera as well. It's got all the video capability that I could ever want. And yeah, speaking of video, we busted out the Sony VX2000 camcorder there for some video footage throughout the fall season as well. So that was pretty fun to use. It's always cool, I think, getting kind of that vintage style retro camcorder footage kind of mixed in there as well with kind of the new high-tech stuff that we're working with in 2025. So overall, guys, it's been a very good season. I'm gonna stop rambling, and it's been probably a long enough video here, so yeah, I'm gonna quit rambling. But could not be happier with how the season went, but I'm definitely looking forward to winter now. I'm feeling the itch to get out into the snow and start freezing my butt off and my fingers off, getting some photos. But yeah, honestly, really looking forward to doing winter photos. So stay tuned for that, guys. Going to be getting out there in, I think, a lot of like the blue hour, and I want to actually work in some like, after blue hour, like basically night photography photos as well, because I think the Lumix with the wide angle will be really good for that, and hopefully I can come away with some dope photos without having to kind of mess around with like tripods a whole lot. Hopefully is what I'm kind of leaning on. But yeah, I'm definitely getting the itch to get out there in the snow. So stay tuned for winter 2026, guys. It is coming in hot. Yeah, gonna start getting out there again. And honestly, for photo edits, I'm definitely not going to get to editing all of these fall 2025 photos. I'm just going to have to push them off into probably like next year, or like this year, but later on this year into probably like next fall season. I'll completely finish all the edits. It's just the backlog is just insane. There's just no way I would have enough time to crank out all of the final edits on like these photos. I just don't have enough time. So, as I work through them, I'll definitely show you guys the finals. But it's going to be a process. So probably won't see like all of the finals until next fall. So just a heads up for that. But that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thanks for sticking with me, and yeah, watching all of this fall season, kind of just sticking along for the ride. It's been a lot of fun, but looking forward to starting out winter 2026. So again, stay tuned for that. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you guys are gonna have an excellent new year. I'm gonna definitely be out there working my tail off, running, doing these photos, and getting after it. So that'll do it for me, guys. Thanks for sticking with me as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.